Federal Reserve is raising the interest rate. This afternoon, the central bank announced hikes for the first time since 2018. Rates will be raised a quarter point, and it's expected to be only the first of several such increases this year as the Fed tries to curb steep inflation. The Fed had kept them low to support job growth and the economy, and the hope is that an interest rate increase will lower the cost of living for average Americans. So how does this impact you? Joining us now is Derek Mazzarella, a financial advisor with Gateway Financial Partners. Derek, thank you so much for being with us.
Thank you for having me.
So we learned this news today. Can you break it down for us? What does this mean for the average American?
Sure. So interest rates are really a part of our everyday lives. These interest rate hikes will actually affect us in several ways, but I'll really focus on three for folks. First, the rate hikes are really going to increase the cost of borrowing. Right now, borrowing is very cheap. It's going to get more expensive. Second, historically, stocks have had a negative short-term reaction to rate hikes. These rates have been pretty telegraphed, so I don't think we'll really have that, but it's just something to watch out for. And third, one of the biggest challenges that people have had now is getting income from their investments because yield has been so low. With these higher interest rates coming in the future, we'll probably see some avenues for people to actually get a better rate of return with lower risk assets like CDs and savings accounts.
That makes a lot of sense. Let's talk about inflation. It's something we've been dealing with while also battling a pandemic. The price of everything, it seems, is more than it has been. How do you think this interest rate hike will impact inflation?
Yeah, we have seen pretty much runaway inflation lately, and inflation really occurs when too little supply meets too much demand. And if you look at the past, we've had supply chain issues. Now we have a foreign conflict that's reducing our supply chain. We've also had a lot of stimulus. So we've seen the rates raise pretty aggressively lately, the inflation rate. Now the rising rates are usually designed to curb inflation by limiting how much people actually buy and encouraging them more to save. So they're designed to help reduce inflation by reducing the amount of money in supply.
In terms of timing here, how soon do you think we will see a difference in our average purchase? Is this something that goes into effect right away after a rate hike, or is it a few months away?
So in terms of inflation, these rate hikes are going to ease in over time. They're expecting another 7, so we're going to raise basically about 2%. The Fed has kind of stated they expect to see inflation around 4.3% by the end of the year. So it's definitely going to come down. But it did increase about 2.5% from where they thought it would be at the end of the year. So I think this will help, but it's not going to be a cure-all for everything.
All right, a lot of good information there. Derek Mazzarella, a financial advisor with Gateway Financial Partners. Thank you so much for your time today. We appreciate it.
You're welcome.